So there was a few things going on. We had the tail fanning. Some people noticed that the crest was up. The bird was leaning away. So when I look at that video, I always say, to me, it looks like a bird saying no, 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 no. Right? He said in a lot of body language that he didn't like what she was doing before he actually resorted to biting. Right, I am going to play one more video for you on body language and see if you can see the bite coming in this one. Hopefully that was obvious for you that time, right? Yeah. I also get this question a lot of times. What do I do if I do get bit? The other thing you can do is teach an incompatible behavior. We call this a DRI, differential reinforcement of incompatible behavior. So a great example is if you've got one of those parrots that loves to attack your hands when you go to the food, could teach that bird to station on a perch that's on the opposite side of the cage. Sitting on that perch on the opposite side of the cage is incompatible with attacking your hands at the food bowl. He can't do both behaviors at the same time, so that's why we call it an incompatible behavior. One more example. This was a parrot sanctuary that I worked with for a while. These particular birds would bite at anybody's hands that went down to change newspapers, anybody's hands that went to change food bowls, anybody's hands that were on the cage to move the cage outside, maybe to get a bath or some sunshine. And of course, they also bit when you asked them to step up. Yeah, a lot of people have heard that if a parrot is higher than you, that it's aggressive or dominant to you. And I personally don't believe there is such a thing as height dominance in parrots. And the reason I don't believe it is because I come from a background of working with birds in free-flighted bird shows. So that means birds were higher than my head all the time. They landed in trees, they landed on rooftops. Okay, sit on the shoulder. Yeah, and I don't think that's dominance either, even if they're sitting on the shoulder. So when a bird's higher, they're more comfortable for a couple reasons. One, it's easier for them to take off and get lift if something scary were to happen, or if they were threatened for any reason. The other thing with your shoulder situation is that a lot of birds like sitting on the shoulder because this is where they get a lot of face time, a lot of attention, a lot of cuddling, and that's very reinforcing to a parrot. So sitting up high is reinforcing, sitting on your shoulder is reinforcing. So when somebody wants the bird to step off the shoulder, or say step down from a curtain rod, and they haven't trained the bird to step up with positive reinforcement, then what you get is a bird who really likes sitting here and doesn't like stepping on your hand. So why in the world should the bird step on your hand? Of course he's going to present aggressive behavior. So your goal is to actually train the bird that coming to your hand for positive reinforcement is absolutely worth his while.